morning. My name is Jay Rosenthal. I'm the Managing Director of Business of Cannabis. Welcome to the Cannabis Daily Show for Wednesday, February 23rd. Since 2017, we've highlighted the companies, brands, people, and trends driving the cannabis industry, and that's what we look to do here every day. We'd love to hear from you in the comments, and always feel free to visit us at businessofcannabis.com, as well as through all the social channels, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. And please, if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe. If you're not, please go to YouTube and subscribe to this channel. A few announcements. Tomorrow, February 24th, we'll reconvene our retail series with a focus on the new guidance from regulators on the relationship between brands and retailers. The event is presented by Leafly and Vitrina Group. As well, we'll be joined by our friends and partners at Torque and Mains, as well as Can Delta. On March 10th, we'll be in Brooklyn for our Business of Cannabis New York sessions. We'll be talking about connecting social equity licensees with capital. That event is made possible by Leafly and Vicente Sederberg. For today's stories, MedMen's claims collapse, quote, like a house of cards. Canadian retail to undergo massive change in 2022, and a bunch of it happened yesterday. Hexo's board hits the refresh button, and European Commission validates its first CBD food products. For our first story, allegations that Governor Kathy Hochul in New York had been influenced to approve Ascend Wellness's $75 million acquisition of MedMen's New York license just before the deadline will now be withdrawn. Quote, after providing documentary evidence proving MedMen's assertions that demonstrably wrong, they indicate that they will withdraw their false allegations. This is according to Ascend's attorney, Mylan Dennerstein. For his part, MedMen's attorney Alex Spiro fired back that the company's they will withdraw their company's filing and take out the quote very specific allegations that are the subject of the very carefully worded and very limited denials by Ascend and the governor's office, end quote. A very pointed shot back from MedMen's attorney. For our second story, several updates from the Canadian cannabis retail scene show how markets are right-sizing and evolving. First, cannabis store consolidation in Ontario has begun, including Supret's acquisition of Canoe Cannabis and Dimes Cannabis. That was in the Globe and Mail. Privately run stores in Alberta are prepping to take over online sales from the province, their monopoly in the province, in March. That was according to CBC. And the trial involving the landlord of one of the most notorious unlicensed cannabis stores in Toronto, called Cafe, took a very strange turn when the landlord appeared to have changed his testimony about being involved or not being involved mid-trial, and now that person's attorney has signaled that they may need to recuse themselves. There's a great story on the CBC. We encourage you to take a look at that. Links on our website. Just as a reminder, there are almost 1,400 cannabis stores in Ontario alone, compared to Alberta, which has about 800 and over 400 in BC. And according to Lisa Campbell in the Globe and Mail, she said, I think the next year will be devastating for a lot of retailers. That's not a good omen. For our third story, in an emotional thread posted to his Twitter account, Hexo co-founder Adam Miron shared that he has resigned from their board and supports the company's move to nominate 2 new candidates and reduce the size of the board to 7 members among ongoing changes. He wrote, I'm incredibly proud of what we've done together at Hexo. He went on to say, today, there's no doubt that the company is not in a state of any of us wanted. While there are a number of things I would have done differently, my only regret is not making changes sooner. Good luck, Adam, and the Hexo board. For our final story, after a 2-year delay, the European Commission quelled fears it would reverse its decision on CBD by listing at least 5 companies whose CBD products have been made to the final stages of the novel food application process. This, according to Business Can. They include CB Depot in the Czech Republic, Pharma Hemp in Slovenia, Linea in Switzerland, Spectrums Europe and France, and the UK arm of Brains Bioceutical. Those are the stories we're watching today. Join 10,000 others and catch all of these stories and more in your inbox every day at 7 a.m. Eastern with our Cannabis Daily newsletter. As a reminder, that was episode 33 of the Cannabis Daily Show. Thank you for joining us this week on YouTube, and please do subscribe, and we will see you tomorrow.